Public Health in April of 2023, researchers found a possible 9.2% increase in pregnancy-associated deaths in states where abortions were banned. Let that sink in. 9.2% increase. Women should be able to make their own decisions about their reproductive health care decisions. Paprika, a journal for the people, did an article in 2025 how a woman died during pregnancy to a known health care condition that would put her life at risk. Refusing the abortion, she ended up dying. This is one of the many reasons why we need the choice. Women should get the choice. There are states in America where women do not get the say. Center for Reproductive Rights released an article in 2025 stating almost half of the states are likely to enact new laws restrictive as possible or seek enforcement current and unconditional laws prohibiting abortion. As of April 2026, 41 states have restrictions on abortions. 13 of those are after conception. So we're going to look at a map of the U.S. It shows the illegal states where it is not allowed even after conception. There's the hostile, the non-protected, protected, and expanded access. Luckily for us, we live in Illinois, so we have expanded access. If for whatever reason, let's say I were to need an abortion or any female were to need anything to do with their reproductive health care, they get that choice. But if someone were to live in Mississippi, where it is illegal, they get no say so. Like we had just previously talked about, the girl in Texas died because she did not get the choice. They restricted it. It didn't matter that she had a known health issue. They left it be. Women not only face bodily autonomy, but also death. National Partnership for Women Foundations found that women in the state of an abortion are twice as likely to die during pregnancy or the days that come after pregnancy. Here is an article by the Gender Equality Policy Institute. We're going to look at the highlighted parts. The maternal mortality rate in Texas rose 56%. That is a lot. That is over half. And then overall, outside of just that, the maternal mortality was up 33% post-ban. That is a big increase. Okay, now from the Human Rights Watch. Women's risk of maternal death in Texas is 155% higher than in California. That is astronomically high. You want to know the difference between Texas and California? As we've seen on the map, Texas is in a restricted state. They are not allowed abortions for no matter what reason after conception. But California was in the expanded access. It does not matter the reason. Rather, it is a health condition, it's to save the mother's life, it's to maybe, this is not in a mean way, to not have the child endure a life of suffer or harm, they can get the abortion. So, after hearing some of the changes in mortality rates, I'm going to tell you to do your research. That is the main thing. People have misconceptions about abortions, and that ends up with women losing bodily autonomy rights. So do your research. Learn about why women should have the choice. Learn about the reasons. Rather, it is to help the mother. Maybe she has a known health condition. Maybe it's the baby is going to be born, but it's not going to get to actually live a life. It's going to be stuck with incubation tubes and just not thrive. Or maybe the mother is in an abusive household. Maybe there's no financial stability. Really, no matter what reason, the women should get a choice, and it's best to do your research before you talk about something that you are unaware of. And then don't stay silent. Your voice matters. It is important to voice that. Inform people who don't know, because not everyone knows. So it's best to speak on what you do know. If you know, you can post. There's social media nowadays is huge. That is one of the biggest things you can do. Post about it. Post facts. Post reasonings. If they're in a state where they're banned or unethical, or maybe a bill has been proposed, write to your congressman, write to your governor, write to your mayor. Call them. They do have numbers. You can call and leave a voicemail. You can email them. But make your voice known no matter what you do, because it is more important than you think it will be, because you are not the only one who probably thinks that way. The overall goal is to ensure that women get a choice, no matter where they're at, if it's in America or outside of America, because even though there are states in America that women have the access, there are lots of places outside of America where women don't. And then this brings me to my next website article I found. Human rights research has found that at least 39,000 deaths a year annually from unsafe abortions. Allowing women to get an abortion is going to lower that number. 39,000 is a high number, especially when it is not needed. If they had the choice, it could be lowered. It could be prevented. And so women should get the choice. So, in conclusion, what I'm trying to say here is that women should get the choice to make their own decisions. Women deserve the choice to have their own decisions, because at the end of the day, that is their body. It is not anyone else's, and no one else should have a say in what that woman or girl or child, because girls as young as 5 and 6 have been found pregnant. They should get the say in what they want to do with their rights. So do your research. That is the most important thing. And then also, next time you hear anything about abortions or banning laws or really anything along the topics, voice your opinion. And then also think to yourself, how would you like it if someone decided to tell you what to do with your body? Because I guarantee you would not like it, so you should not post that on to other people.